Hello, my name is Grant Fritchey. I work for Redgate Software. Let's talk about SQL injection. Now, I get really angry about SQL injection, so this is not going to be a rant. I just want to discuss why. Why are we still seeing SQL injection? Now, we've known really clearly what SQL injection is, how to properly deal with it for 20 years. It's not new information. It is absolutely old stuff. This is, how to run a backup. This is how to write an if statement, how to write a loop statement. I mean, remember, fundamentally, SQL injection is all about the code that we write. It is not so much about the database, although yes, there are aspects in the database you must properly secure your server. It will not happen if you properly secure your server. If you isolate your data sets, SQL injection can still occur, but the let me hack your system because I've now done SQL injection goes away, and they simply can only hack data sets. But SQL injection is all about coding. Your coding practices determine whether or not you're going to have SQL injection. And we've known exactly how to code to avoid SQL injection for 20 years. Yet, today, new code is being written that exposes SQL injection. And I want to know why. Why? This information is widely disseminated. This information is completely available. It is not something new that we have to find. It is absolutely out there. I have an opinion. Now, my opinion is really very, very simple. My opinion is our hello world examples are the cause. Now, the actual cause is much more complicated. The actual cause is that a lot of people are able to do development because of the advances in tools and the need for more people. And we've grown. There's more and more people doing development. And there's more and more coding going on, and there's more and more applications being built. And therefore, there are people with less and less actual qualifications, less and less actual knowledge, less and less actual understanding of the proper way to get things done. Granted, all of that is true. There's a certain amount of, just ignorance on the whole topic that leads to these issues. All of this is true. But I think the fundamental, the core of exactly why this is happening, I mean, all that stuff leads up to my guess as to why this is occurring. And that is the hello world examples. The hello world examples are causing the problems. I'm guilty of this. I've done it myself. Select star from table is not a good practice under most circumstances. Is it the end of the world if you do it? No. But there are repercussions to doing it. Now, those repercussions are not as severe as SQL injection, but there are still negative consequences. I've been called out on it. Hugo Cornelis nailed me when I wrote my last book. And you'll notice that there are exceedingly few, if zero, select star examples in there because he forced me to remove them. And appropriately so. I have no issues with him having done that. I am grateful that he did. But it's those examples in the coding world when you say set up Entity Framework or in Hibernate or any other thing that shows you how to connect up to a database. And it shows you in the most basic way possible. Okay, makes sense. And that basic way, the way that's really simple, really quick, let me get you started, hello world, allows for SQL injection. And then, because people are inexperienced and or ignorant and or not adequately educated and or maybe not even terribly bright, it happens. I'm not saying that that's the cause, but because they're using the hello world as the foundation for everything that they do, everything they do is then wrong. Everything they do then exposes us to SQL injection, and we're dealing with all the crap that we should not have been dealing with because 20 years ago we figured out how to do this. I think the hello world examples are the root cause. The root cause. They're not the extended cause, they're not all the other additional problems, and there are a whole slew of additional problems. But the root, in my mind, is the hello world example. Now I'll tell you, the reason I say this is because I've hit other problems in other areas of coding, specifically in an Hibernate situation where I followed myself the hello world example of how to use in Hibernate and identified a number of issues. Come to find out after some investigation, changing some settings, the issues that I looked at go away. Right? They're once you move away from the default values and the hello world example, go deeper into the code, investigate everything, and set it up appropriately, ta-da, everything's fine. Everything works really well, and Hibernate's a great tool. Entity Framework's a great tool. But the hello world examples on these tools, if the hello world examples don't show you the right way to get it done, they show you the easy way to get it done, but not the right way to get it done, those then lead us down the path to where we're at today, and we are still dealing with a problem that is 20 years old, already has solutions everywhere available. We should not be dealing with this problem today, but we still are because of the hello world examples. That's my opinion. Now, I've asked the same question on Quora, and I'll put a link down below in the description so you guys can go and look at a whole bunch of other people's answers. But I'm interested. If you've got comments on this, I really want to know. I mean, I want to hear why you think this is occurring. Is it just as simple as people are lazy? I mean, I'm lazy. God knows I'm lazy. I do as little as humanly possible to get over the hump. Good enough and done. You know, I am the query optimizer. Good enough plan found. All right, we're out of here. But what do you think? Let me know. My name is Grant Fritchey. I work for Redgate Software.